Okay.
Just so everyone else who's not here.
So I haven't gotten a lot of response back about that. Like people said, yay, I'm in. And then they're like, well, I haven't heard anything about that. So
yeah. So they're just not liking having to create a free account, or?
I'm not sure. I just haven't heard anything because I figured like once we get into the group,
Yeah.
we're not going to be able to say, hey, go and create a free Beachbody account because, I mean, I guess we are, but I always get like no one doing that. I maybe get like 3 or 4 people out of like 50 who actually go and do it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I don't make it like the end all of like if they don't do it, I kick them out or anything. But like, I honestly even forgot about it to make that like a step until like I would have looked at like the like free clean eating layout, like that or whatever, and probably that's a step in there one of the days. But that just totally like the people I've already added to it, I didn't even tell them about that.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason I did, and it's kind of like come to a head because this past week I had 2 people who went on the infomercial and got the 21-day fix. So I get no commission.
Well, you can if you get their order number.
Well, no, because they said if they have to pay it off in 30 days.
Yeah.
So, it's like going to those people and saying, hey, you got to pay it off in 30 days. And,
Oh, so they want to do payments on it? Is that what they?
Yeah, they're set up to do payments, and they didn't know that like they should go through me or, so I mean, I got them switched as me as their coach.
Mm-hmm.
But because like one of them had an account, had a random account, but it wasn't as me as a coach.
Mm-hmm.
She just was in one of my clean eating challenges and never did anything with it.
Yeah.
And then one day just ended up with it. So, and of course, coach relations is not very helpful. They're just like, well, you should tell people to order through you and not the site. I'm like, really? Because no shit. Like I want the commission, of course. Like, why would I tell them to go to the infomercial? But,
yeah, that's what I had as a friend who was like, she's like, yeah, I feel like she was afraid to like tell me because she's a trainer and she was like afraid to tell me that she ordered it or wanted to order it at first. So she did. And then afterwards she's like, here, like, here's my thing. Like, I want you to get the credit for it. And when I called, they said she had a payment plan. And it's like, so I got her switched to under me, but I'm not going to get commission. It was kind of like, I mean, she might get Shakeology, she might not, but like either way, at least now she's under me. But I mean, I know she probably could pay it off in 30 days, but I don't want to like push it. And I mean, we're friends, and I was whatever. It's not the end all be all, but
no, it just happened twice this week, so it's kind of like,
Yeah.
So it's now like, and after doing a lot of listening to a lot of, like I said, like Janelle Summers calls and a lot of the old Fit Force calls, a lot of them say like they don't even let people in the group unless they like created a free account. So I know we're not at that point yet, but it's out there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would just like keep stressing it. And once like we get going this week, make posts about it, maybe starting on like Tuesday or Wednesday, say, like, hey, so when are we starting? Sunday? That way we're done before Memorial Day. Just kind of remind them like every other day or every day, just like, here's the link. Maybe we should, like, whoever we invite, message them so they have like our coach ID and you can give them the direct link to your sign up page.
Yeah, I mean, I've been like PMing them and sending I went to coaching codes, and just so it routes it right to me.
Yeah, because with so many coaches doing this, you can't just post
no.
Say, hey, like that's what I would normally do, is just post it as a post, but that's a little harder to do.
I usually just message them and say, in order to do this, you have to go through the website, so then I can track you. And then as soon as I see that, I'm able to put you in, and I kind of pretend like it's a role. Uh-huh. But I usually don't even let them in the group until they do that.
That's what I was just going to say, because I've been inviting a lot of people, and they say, yes, I want in. And then I send them like, hey, can you just go here? It's a way for me to track my challengers. It's 100% free, no catch, no email spam. Like, it's just, you know, for that. So, and I haven't heard it.
And I always just say it's a way for me to organize, you know, everybody.
That's exactly what I said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm hoping they just haven't gotten back to me today yet, and it's not like scaring them away. But
yeah. That's what Tori, when she had her clean eating challenge, she had like 80 people respond that they wanted in. And that's what I told her to do. I said, don't allow anybody in until they do that, because most likely like 30 of those people probably weren't even interested. And then by that point, a lot of them leveled off. So
yeah,
not that I ever had 80 people to have a problem with, but.
Then
that's what I always do.
Exactly serious, you know?
Yeah, I have like 50, and then like 5 people create an account, and like 2 people participate. So it's like.
Right. Annoying, yeah.
What Beth was saying before, I think you hopped on, was that, like, sorry, don't mind me multitasking. I was, like, running around all day today. Dog's hungry. She's trying. But she's saying that people are not really interested in 21 days, or, like, they're afraid it's, like, too long or it's too much of a commitment for them. But, I mean.
Well, that's what my question was, because I don't know how, but I've missed, like, all of these posts. I've had a horrible April, but so is this just, instead of a 7-day clean eating challenge, it's a 21? And are you doing just like a menu where they pick and choose from?
Yeah, well, that's kind of like what I wanted to discuss tonight. Was I thought I haven't done a free eating challenge since I was a coach last June or July or whatever. I've been meaning to do one, and I've just have never. I get caught up. Yeah, I get too caught up in like my paid for, you know, like my big groups. So I thought this would be good and we could all do it together and get a lot of people. And I was like, you know, summer's coming up. We can make it kind of themed around, like, I have a grilling 7-day recipe. But I didn't know, like, plus I've been having people say, like, I don't have the money, but I want, you know, I need your help. Or Amber had some.
I have a lot of like that.
Yeah, so that's who I'm like, I just, even if they don't necessarily become customers right away, or just, like, help those people who have reached out and, like, have some way of kind of showing them, like, look, like, I can help you, it can work, and maybe they'll become customers and want, like, the 21-day fix eventually. But even so, like, just to help them.
I think it'll be good too, because if it's longer than 7 days, I think a lot of times those groups start running a lot better in the second week.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, people can see how these groups actually run for real. And then
yeah, I thought it would kind of give them a taste of, like, what a group is like, you know, a 21-day or monthly group. And then, like, I felt like it was long enough to see results and still short enough that, I mean, I guess 21 days for a lot of people to commit is, like, a lifetime. But, and as far as, like, how it was going to go, like, I wasn't sure, because that was another thing, like, Melissa, you know, I've had people, other coaches have had people that want to be in just a general accountability daily, like, I don't know if you were there, like, when Melissa had the one the end of last year, and it wasn't structured really. Like, it wasn't, you know, you post this day, I post this day. She didn't post tips. She didn't really post meal plans. It was just kind of like, if you're eating healthy, post it here. Like, it wasn't set up really. It was just kind of accountability. So I was, like, debating on, like, do we just kind of do that and just, but, like, or provide some meal plans and let them pick and choose, or say.
I feel like we need to make it, like, awesome so they want to do it. Like I feel like we need to do, like, the tips and, like, how we would normally do, like, a 21-day group. Not like our 21-day groups aren't awesome, but, like, you want to make them think, like, this is what I need to do.
Yeah.
I found that, and I'm copying Melissa on a lot of hers, but I started making those posters every day. And then, like, I have a 21-day fix group, but I'm, like, on round 3 of it. And it's a lot of the same people, but I'll just add new people. So it's kind of like an accountability group.
That's what
but it's going so well. And it's just because I keep doing those posters every day. And sometimes they're fitness related, and then sometimes they're not. They're just to get people talking. But I don't know. I think they're a good idea. And I think they're easier to keep track of points and things too.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing in our group, because Beth and I have been, since she started, like, instead of having her start her own group, kind of like you and I did, we ran a group together.
Right.
So we were doing that.
I have all my coaches in this group too, so.
Yeah. So we've been doing that, and that's been going really well. Like, so I guess it's like, do we want to make it more structured than like Melissa's, I just kind of keep thinking back to her. It was just a free accountability group. Whoever wanted to be in it, it ran like continuously, but I don't want to be
Well,
doing
what
it like every month. So that's why I kind of shortened it
What
to
if
21.
we like do it for 21 days and we make it completely structured? And then at that point, if there are people who are interested in like other programs, we could start adding them to our other groups. And
Yeah.
then if there's still people who aren't, we can just keep it as an accountability group for them and just take the people out that bought something.
Yeah, I don't even know if I want to keep that like going though, even after 21 days at least. I mean, unless maybe a newer coach, I don't want to put that pressure on them either, or someone else wants to like, I just feel like after that, it's just kind of like the only people that were posting in Melissa's one were like coaches daily. And it just kind of got to a point where it was like just another group that, you know,
Right.
Yeah, and I want them to like buy the programs
Yeah.
too. You know, like if they're just gonna go in there, then why pay the money? I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I guess like, you know, like if like I feel like it needs to have an end and like close like after 21 days, and then we can do like, you know, if everyone wants to do their own free 7-day challenge like every month then, or like, you know, maybe we can do another big one later in the summer, or like, you know, every couple months do like a bigger 21-day free group, but like just I don't know. I just feel like it has to have an end to it, because otherwise it just kind of, I don't know. When Melissa had that group, it was just either coaches posting or maybe like the most recent person that was added, and it just, I don't know. Especially if we're gonna have such a structure to it and actually put the effort into it.
yeah.
It's not something I can't put effort into it every day.
People aren't be disciplined to just post like, you know, your typical challengers are. So I
Sorry.
think it needs to be, I don't know. I like the structured ones.
So let's go with like a structured 21-day. Like we'll start inviting. It'll start next.
And I know a few of my coaches want to do it too. So
Okay. And I just want, you know, so much as like if they're just posting in their regular groups, like just copy and paste like at least once a day, just so it's not like the three of us, you know, always posting. I'm sure there's going to be actual participants posting, but you know, like, but just so it's not dead either.
And we were thinking too of adding workouts to it. You know, daily workouts. I mean, we can do them just 5 days too, like just Monday through Friday, if we want to do that, because a lot of these people have never worked out ever.
Yeah.
So,
right. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Like doing different tips and stuff.
yeah, because we like I still have to look at Shailene Johnson's YouTube stuff, but I was thinking like posting the night before, you know, the next day's workout for 5 days. So we'll have to have 15 different workouts. And I was thinking too, because we found it, like Alyssa and I both looked up on Pinterest, like they have like, you know, we'll have a 30-minute workout and it'll be like, you know, all we have to do is pretty much like put it in Rona and make it our own. But it's like 15 jumping jacks, 10 squats, 15, like it's not crazy.
Right.
But it just gives them something, you know.
Yeah.
And for me, it was a big advertising thing that says like, you know, free 30-minute workouts.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Right. No, that is a good
was
idea.
One thought. So I guess the other thing is to how we want to break down the structure. Like, I know all of us are going to be posting like what we're eating, what we're working out, but like, because I know pretty much everyone has a couple groups going, like how we can divide it. Like Monday is this person's day and it's like Motivation Monday. Okay, like post something, you know, my thing's dying, you know, like a workout tip or whatever you feel like doing. Like even if it's like a copy and paste from your 21-day group, but just so it's like, you know, it's not on one person to think of all these like motivational or tips or things or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where I was struggling to
Assign.
Yeah, like how to break.
You know, what we could do? We could do a Google, like an Excel Google Drive, and everyone can just sign up for a day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, does that work?
Even if we just did like 15, like just go through the week, like Monday through Friday, and then on the weekends just still post like what our workouts, what we're eating, but like not necessarily have someone that has to post something specific on those days. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of how many people.
Not like the 3 of us could try to take 1 week
Yeah.
and like decide what our job is for that week. So maybe like week 1, I would be in charge of like the post or the points. And then, you know, maybe Beth would be in charge of the 30-minute workout, and Alyssa, you can do like the tips or something. Like we could split it that way if you want. And then the next week we could switch and do, I don't know. Did you want to do a tip, a point, and a workout every day? Because that's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to overwhelm them either. I wasn't even thinking about doing anything with points necessarily.
Okay.
I thought about
And
maybe.
maybe we could just say, like, you know, people who are posting, we were putting your name in a hat, and just, you know, maybe at the end of each week, we can draw a winner and then send them a sample of Shakeology.
Yeah, I wanted to somehow like get samples out there to people, so that was the plan. To do some kind of like prize or something. But yeah, if we do a weekly prize, I like that idea.
Or that like Duck Duck Goose, or the, you know, the Shakeology
Yeah,
games. We could play those each week too. And
yeah, I have that on my phone too, so that would be easy just to post and say, you know, and at a random time just stop it. Yeah, that would be good. I like that.
we could just take turns like sending a sample out each week. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the
I don't
time
know.
is for the
We
week.
have to come up with workouts, so that's probably like the most work.
Yeah,
I know. That's kind of why I wanted to like separate it, because it's not like that much. We're like, I can do a couple of them. It's just, you know.
Right, because that's the thing, is we don't want to repeat what.
Yeah.
However, we could probably just find, actually, why don't we just find like 10 and repeat some of them twice? Like, that's not a big deal.
No.
And it's actually really easy. Like Shalene Johnson's YouTube page, she has a ton. I mean, that's not necessarily like a 30-minute workout, or it could be like,
I can look.
I don't know if we want to advertise it necessarily as like 30-minute at-home workouts or something, or like just say like, you know, free cleaning challenge plus workouts. Like that way you're not.
Maybe daily.
That way you can either do like a move of the day, or.
That's what I'm thinking.
I can tell you're talking, Jenna. Oh, you like that? I can tell you're talking, your lips are moving, but you were like paused. And I still see Beth. So
Sorry. No, I was just saying that maybe it will be easier to just say workout, because like you guys are saying, like we can do, you know, the actual video workout some days. Some days we can just do a few moves, or we can do like, I know Sean T does a bunch of them too, where he'll just say, okay, here's the first move. Now I want you to do that for a full minute. And then here's the second move, do that for a full minute. So like they're only 5-minute workouts, but at least they see them. And, you know, we can just do it that way. So, and I don't mind like making a video, you know, a few times to do our own. Like we could record our own videos.
yeah, I like that. Like you did that with the dish rags or something on the floor and stuff.
Yeah. I do a lot of like small ones like that in my groups. I do the bands a lot. And
yeah, I think that would be really good. So I wouldn't necessarily promote it as like a 30-minute like at-home workout, because I think that would get hard to like figure that out every day. But if we just say, you know, like daily workouts plus, you know, free clean eating, like I think that would be the best way to go. And then it's not pressure to always be 30 minutes. It could just be a move of the day is this.
what if
Yeah, because I'm like looking at her channel, and she has a lot of like, I mean, it'd be awesome just for like one things too.
Well, and we could like try to target certain body type, like areas, certain days of the week and stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we could like do it off of the 21-day fix. I mean, that's kind of the only thing I say, because like Monday we can do cardio, Tuesday we can do upper body, Wednesday we can do lower body, Thursday we can do Pilates, Friday we can do like, I don't know, total body or whatever.
Yeah. I just think that makes it harder though too. I mean, part of me is just, I keep second guessing myself. Like, am I overthinking this whole thing and making it way more complicated than it needs to be, you know?
Yeah.
I think if we just post a menu and we post just some type of, quote or something that makes people respond each day, and just like a quick workout tip. That's all we'll need. But I think it'll also be enough to get people like motivated in the group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't want to just post our pictures of food and our workouts and not have any type of question for them to be responding to.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
no,
I would feel
definitely think, yeah.
I mean, I have no problem finding those workouts and like looking up Shalene's and Shanti's and stuff on Pinterest. Like, I feel like I could definitely do that. I honestly have never done like for our group. Beth's always the one that like makes up these questions and like makes them all pretty and stuff. And I still don't even know like how you do some of the stuff on Rhonda that you do. I need you to teach me. But
I have more than 42 posters made with questions.
if you,
Oh, that's awesome. We'll just
Yeah.
like repeat them. Which
Yeah,
honestly,
I don't
can you let me in your group? Because like I'm running out of ideas.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, and I always stayed in Melissa's groups, and I stole these posters from her. And a lot of times, like when I'm starting a new group and I need new posters, I go back to her group and I just start like copying hers. Because I agree,
Okay.
you like run out of them, and then you have the same people in these groups, and you don't want to repeat. But yeah, no, I'll add you to mine.
Okay. Yeah, because the last group, it was odd because they wanted to do challenges. Like, it was like mind and body challenges. So like for example, like getting 8 hours of sleep, drinking 8 ounces of water, like turning off
That's
the
a good
TV
idea.
when you eat, stuff like that. So
Yeah, that's a good one. I added a plank challenge to my 21-day group. No, I did like two. Like I did a beginner plank where you're working to get 2 minutes, and then I did an advanced where you're working to get to 5.
Oh, wow.
And I actually did this 21-day challenge of 30 just because it went with the plank challenge.
oh, that's
But
good.
it's kind of dying down. They don't like it, so.
Hmm.
Well, that's good. I mean, we could do, like I said, I think we still need the motivational posts and the tips. I mean, we can just copy them from our 21-day group too. Like that we do, like eating, like how to handle eating out and how to handle, like stuff like that.
Yeah. All of my posters have points on them, though. That's the only thing, and we didn't want to do points.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I'm trying to think. I don't think I could. I'll have to make new ones if not, but that's not a big deal if I have to because I can just reuse them. So,
I mean, unless like I could do like all of the daily like post a workout for the night before, or like I feel like I'm wondering what would be the best, like if it's a daily workout of the day or like tip but posting it the night before. Like you said, I guess Beth, you saw in a group like you liked it better to plan ahead.
Well, a lot of people because a lot of people get up at like 5 a.m. and want to do their workout then. Because I was saying, I got thrown into this 21-day group that did workouts when I first became a coach, like another coach. And yeah, people were getting angry that she would post at like 9 a.m. the workouts.
Because I could like put them all on Hootsuite or whatever, so that way they automatically post by like 4:30 in the morning, and then that way people will have them all. If they want to do it like that morning.
that's what I'll do too. I'll put the posters on and have them fire out at whatever time.
Yeah. So like if you want to do like posters with like an engaging question, and like Beth, you're really good with like recipes or eating out or like whatever, like a tip, a motivational something.
Okay, yeah, I can do like random whatever.
Yeah.
So do we want to like alternate the motivate, like the points or the whatever, like the posters with like the motivational? Like, do we want to do them every other day, or do you want to do like two, like both of us each day?
I think you could probably both do them each day. Like if, I don't know, one in the morning, one at night, like, I don't know, maybe like more of a tip or a motivational post like in the morning, like when you wake up, or schedule it on Hootsuite to go out. And then like Jenna, maybe if you want to,
I'm better at night if that's possible.
Is that?
I don't know how your schedule is.
I do them in the morning.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
That
So I would be much better for like dinner time or like after dinner time.
Yeah. You feel like you get a lot of
and then that way I
at night?
fun. Like I can do it. Yeah.
Do you feel like you still get a lot of
I don't care. I'm sorry, what?
Do you feel like you still get a lot of engagement like in the evening time, or do you always post them in the morning and you?
No, I use Hootsuite and I post everything at 6:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
and then I just follow up during the day.
Yeah.
I only post one poster a day,
Yeah.
and then any of my meals and extra stuff. But
I mean, we could try it. Like, I feel like, or do you guys think it would be better to post like an engaging question in the morning, and save like a tip or whatever, motivational something for later in the day?
Yeah, I mean, I can.
maybe or maybe like what you said, posting the question in the morning and then posting the workout the night before.
Yeah.
So you are posting twice a day, but it's like you said, like they're prepping for the night,
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll post.
Plus that way, like if for some reason someone has something going on and they really can't work out the next day and they want to do it that night and pull a double, they could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. And then, like I said, I can post, like, actually around 7 o'clock is good for me too, because I'm at work and I have a break.
Okay.
So that's a good time for me too.
If
So
you've
I
never
can,
used Hootsuite before, you can totally, if you know do you know what that is?
yeah, I mean, I've looked into it. I don't like how it like messes up your picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
Like,
to click on it. It's annoying.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I downloaded Buffer, and I was going to try that.
I wonder if that have you seen someone use it? Does it look better or?
You can't tell with Buffer,
Oh, really?
because I'm pretty sure Stephanie does it.
Huh. Okay.
And
I should-
I can't, because she said that she basically buffers all of her stuff on her personal page, and I didn't even know.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe we'll have to try that. I'll download that or go to that website and look at that for posting. So yeah, I'll post workouts the night before, I guess, like.
Oh, but you can't do it into groups. That's the problem with Buffer.
Oh, okay.
You have to pay.
Yeah, that's with Hootsuite it's free, so that's why.
Okay, because I downloaded the app for Hootsuite, but I couldn't figure out how to do it to the group.
Oh,
So
I don't
it doesn't
do it on the
make
app.
a difference.
Yeah, I've never used the app. I always just do it on my computer. It's a lot easier on the computer.
Yeah. I'll have to go on there and like play with it.
Yeah.
Well, should we plan out, like, do you want to do so many days where you do a poster and I do a poster? Like, should we go by weeks? That might be easier. I don't know.
Well, do you just want to do it like every day? Like you do a poster every morning and I'll do the motivational or recipe or tip at night.
Yeah.
And then
That's
Alyssa
fine
will do
with
the
me. That'll
workouts.
be easier, right?
Yeah. That way we're all going to post daily, which is like kind of a lot, but that way we know, like I always have workouts, you always have posters, and Beth always has a tip recipe / like eating out helpful hint or whatever.
I think that'll be good because it'll kind of show that, like, different coaches are posting different things and it's not just one running it, which happens a lot. So,
yeah. And then should we do every Saturday or Friday, do like a drawing for Shakeology, or should we make people like have to, the only thing that gets hard is like if you're like post every day to get entered into this. Well, I guess we can do like that Shakeology, Shakeology thing and just get people.
Or we could just make it, if you want, I could make the poster on Friday, say, if you answer this question, you will be put in a drawing to win the Shakeology, and then it'll be part of that question.
Yeah.
And then we can just pick a name, and we don't even have to draw from a hat. We can decide to give it to the person who deserves it most. I mean, we're going to know.
Yeah. Like whoever's been like most active or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just rig it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to make sure whoever gets it, someone who's posting like, that they're answering a question or doing something and they're active in the group.
Yeah, I rigged my last one just because, I don't know. You want to like give it to the people who you think, if they try it, they're going to want to buy it. So,
yeah.
I mean, we can always do like 2 winners a week or something. I mean, I don't care.
Yeah,
I have a ton of
samples. Yeah.
Yeah,
so that way, if for some reason we see that, like, oh, Beth says, one of her people are really posting, one of mine are, and one of you are, like, we could just say, oh, these are the 3 winners, and we can all mail them out to our own person. That way it's benefiting all of us.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a good idea too, because otherwise I'd probably just send it out anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We can each do that. Yeah, like if we each have one person or something, have like 3 winners a week.
Okay.
Including like people in your
And then-
downline, like if they've, I guess, belong to like your downline, Jenna, some of your coaches that are in here, or Beth, like I don't know if, I guess both of yours are discounts, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then if any of my other coaches have people in, they could fall under me. And I'm
Sounds good. And I'll just tell my coaches under me to just kind of post daily and just kind of let it go that way. Because they're all running other groups right now. So they're a little overwhelmed and they're put off right now because they didn't do well in their first group. So.
No. Okay. Well, yeah, and I recorded this so everyone can watch and see, just kind of how it's going to be run and what the gist is and what they need to do, and just tell them, anyway. Also, the other
they're gonna. So.
Okay. The only other dilemma I was facing was like how, because like the one Melissa did, she didn't have a meal plan. It wasn't structured like that. So like, do we want, I think TKO has a 21-day meal plan. Do we want to do something that specific, or just throw in a bunch of different like 7-day things and say like pick from one, you can repeat it all 3 weeks or try different ones, or I don't know how to.
What if we do one like the Shakeology, but maybe just add to it and just say, here are all your breakfast choices, here are your snack choices, here's lunch, dinner, and then they can pick it each week. So they will have to repeat something maybe, a few times, but doing it that way, I always think it's easier to do it that way, because when you give them those shopping lists, a lot of people get overwhelmed and it's really expensive.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, I can eat the same breakfast every day for a week and it doesn't bother me. So
yeah, me too.
I think if you give them an option, they're more prone to actually sticking with it than giving them like a structured.
You know what I did? I already actually created that for the 21-day fix. Alyssa in our group, we can just take off the containers. Like I created this Excel spreadsheet and basically said, here is the breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I actually did the containers and everything. But then, and there was another document that went with it that was all the recipes. If it was something like different than like Greek yogurt and a banana, like it had like an asterisk and then went to the recipe. So
yeah,
that's a good idea. Instead of the container colors, you could just say like, like the purple's a cup. So instead of saying the purple container, just say a cup of this. And then when we're all done with this group, we can just say, you just kind of did what the 21-day fix is like, but now you can make your life easier using,
the only
that might be a good
is if you give them exact measurements, like 1 cup is purple, 2/3 cup is red, then they're just gonna be like,
don't tell them that.
Actually, that's actually probably gonna be like more work for me to edit it.
Yeah.
Because I think everything is by like container,
Yeah. And that's the thing. I don't want us to have to put like a whole lot of extra work or time, because we all have our own groups and we're all super busy. But that's why I was thinking like either like the Shaco one that we all already have, I think it has like 6 or 7 depending on the meal ideas.
I just need that for a 10-day challenge. So
I mean, do you think that's, repeatable enough for 21 days? Or do we, because to add more, then you gotta, I guess, think of some stuff or find recipes from other things. Let me play around with it tonight. Maybe I could, just copy and paste some other recipes from other meal plans and.
Yeah, I can send you, like I said, mine that I used for that spring one that I did add some in the back. Okay. And that'll give 3 extra breakfasts, 3 extra lunch, and 3 extra dinners, I think.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay, that would be good. Or do you have the Shaco challenge? Do you have that all already added to the Shaco challenge meal plan?
Me?
Yeah.
No, this was a clean eating one. So it was 7 days, but in the back of it, I was you can substitute any of these for the other ones, because I had people who for me, I need to do crock pot meals. So it was an extra crock pot stuff. It was just extra things like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Or like you said, do we just want to post two clean eating meal plans and just not put the shopping list, because like you said, I think the shopping lists are overwhelming. But then it's no work really for us. We can post the grill out one, and which I think you already have uploaded in there, and then we can do my spring cleaning, and that'll give him like more than enough meals. And we'll just say choose from anything.
That's a good idea. I'm afraid that like you're gonna give them that Shakeology one, and there's just like 8 meals on that, if even. Like I think there's even less than that. So then they're gonna be repeating something possibly 3 times.
Yeah.
And they're all kind of like beans and rice. Like it's like it is 8 meals, but it's like having like tacos, like other forms of tacos within the same day. Right. I don't know. It's like weird.
Yeah. Well, let me look at that Shakeology one, see if I can just put it in like a regular Word document. I'm not going to make it all pretty if I have to like redo it and add more meals to it, but I could try and pull like maybe 3 more breakfast, lunch, and dinners. So then there's like 10 or something, or even 12. Like I could find some more. Plus, you'd have to take all the fancy stuff off of it anyway, because it has like put your coach ID and like whatever all in there. But yeah, I'll try to work on that tonight and like message it out to you guys in the morning or something, just to see, and if you like think it's cool. Because to me, I mean, I don't know, I'm torn because I love the 7-day meal plans because they are good and like it's a variety, but at the same time, like people can just choose, like, they might not like something and then they have to think like, oh, I have to substitute it, or because it's so particular of like, do this breakfast, this lunch, this dinner, versus like picking what they actually know they'll like. I feel like people are more inclined to like stick to the Shakeology type meal plan where they can choose,
I agree.
I feel like
I say let's just use that as a base and try to build it.
Yeah. Okay. And if either of you have like time tonight too, like if you're at your computer or whatever and you find like a recipe you really like or you want me to add in there, just say like, here's a dinner recipe and message it to me and I'll put it on there.
Okay. Well, I'll send you that other one, and they're all in the back there, and you can just copy and paste those, because those are the ones kind of I found that I did like. So
okay,
probably easier.
Yeah, I'll work on that and I'll message it out to you either tonight or tomorrow.
Okay.
I won't get to it tonight because I have to go do something here in 5 minutes, but I will look up some recipes and kind of just think what I eat and just maybe try to send it to you in a meal form. So
okay. All right, sounds good. Yeah, I think we sounds like we got a hold on it then, and I made it so we can all like accept people into the group. Like people have to request to join, and then we'll accept them. So make sure like add your coaches if they want in. If I haven't already gotten them, I think I did most of them. And yeah, just get them on board, let them know what to do. And so you guys are each going to post every day. Jenna's going to do like an engaging question or post. Beth will do tip, motivation, eating out, like some kind of like just health, nutrition, fitness tip. And I'll post the workouts the night before.
Sounds good.
And then we'll work on the meal plan. So I think it sounds good. Start promoting.
All right.
All right. Thanks for getting on.
Thanks. See you guys.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.